Welcome to AB Marcus Design Adventures. This time, modern masterpiece dogs and designers became best friends. Emblem 125, a mixed-use project, Providence, Rhode Island. More info. By AB Marcus. You may think you know the story of these three talented architectural designers, but you're most likely wrong. Step into the Providence Design District, where their world is filled with the unexpected and the extraordinary. As the creative capital around them changes, they find themselves in a place where the impossible becomes reality and the boundaries between the real and the fantastic become blurred. Will their creativity triumph, or will they be swallowed up by the unknown? Katrina, Spencer, and Tanya, three amazing architectural designers in the city of Providence, Rhode Island. They created some of the most innovative architectural designs in the last 20 years. Katrina had a dog named Buffy. Spencer had a Great Dane named Snowflake, and Tanya had a Chihuahua named Lacey. One day, before they ever knew each other, they were all out walking their dogs. Their pups all stopped to introduce their owners. And they got into the "what do you do" talk. Suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, they all realized they were in the same business yet had never heard of each other in this tiny city of Providence, Rhode Island. At that very moment, even before their dogs' tails stopped wagging, they started to plan some of the most innovative architectural designs in the history of the Providence Design District. Yes! That day, Katrina, Spencer, and Tanya's dogs instantly became friends, and their owners weren't far behind. They were all passionate about their work in the world of architectural design. From that day forward, they loved discussing the intricacies of different spatial designs and the ideas they could come up with inside and out for new buildings. They would often take their dogs out for walks together and talk about these things. On one of these amazing dog walks, they noticed a dilapidated old building that was located in the old jewelry district portion of the Providence Design District. It had been abandoned for years and was in serious need of a renovation. The three friends looked at it with a sense of awe and possibility. They wanted to make something out of it and decided to work together to do just that. They formed a plan and started working on the project. The renovation process was long and complicated, but they eventually completed it. The building was transformed into a modern masterpiece and became an important part of the Providence Design District. Katrina, Spencer, and Tanya were overjoyed with the results of their hard work. They often took their dogs out to the building and showed it off to everyone. People from all over the city would come to admire the building and the innovative design that the three friends had created. With a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, Katrina, Spencer, and Tanya were now a force to be reckoned with in the world of architecture in Providence, Rhode Island. The Providence Design District. The end. Great Dane named Snowflake, Chihuahua named Lacey, mixed breed named Buffy. Emblem 125, a mixed-use project, Providence, Rhode Island. More info. Garahe Garage, Providence, RI. More info. Toy Design Road Trip, donating toys to children's hospitals across the USA by AB Marcus. Late one night, on Fountain Street in downtown Providence, Rhode Island, Nora, New, and Josie were hard at work in the company's design studio, dreaming up the next big thing in toy design. But as the hour grew late, something strange began to happen. As they looked around in amazement, they realized they had stumbled upon a strange new world, a world that existed between reality and fantasy, between the waking and the dreaming. They now knew they needed to go on a toy design road trip. Of course, they worked for that famous toy company in Providence, Rhode Island. This month, they were in charge of coming up with the most creative and innovative designs for the company's toys. Nora was the creative one, coming up with the most wild and imaginative ideas. New was the engineer, making sure the designs were sturdy and safe. And Josie was the one who kept everything organized, working hard to make sure the toys got to the stores on time. To celebrate their success, the trio decided to take a cross-country road trip to visit toy stores that stocked their products. Over the course of 2 weeks, they would visit toy and craft stores in 10 different states. The first day of the trip took them from their home in Providence, Rhode Island to Arizona. Along the way, they stopped in small towns to admire the scenery and explore the local stores. They even took a detour to visit the Grand Canyon. The next few days were filled with visits to stores in Nevada, Utah, Colorado, and Nebraska. The trio stayed in small towns and enjoyed the local cuisine and culture. Everywhere they went, they were amazed by the way the people of all ages welcomed them and the enthusiasm with which they embraced their amazing toys. In South Dakota, they stopped at a children's hospital to donate some of their toys. The kids loved their creations, and the staff was incredibly grateful. The last few days of the trip were spent in the Midwest. They visited toy stores in Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. Everywhere they went, they encountered friendly faces and happy customers who loved their famous toy company puzzles and games. By the end of their trip, Nora, New, and Josie were exhausted but delighted with one special toy idea they found in Colorado that will be designed and ready just in time for the Christmas season. The Providence Design District. The end. PVD turning storefront blight right. 3 women designers changed the city for good. The Providence Design District. Gracie Media. Only murmurs in the billing. The Providence Design District. Gracie Media. Synchrony. PVD Plasma. Now Time Digital by AB Marcus. Our trio had heard the tales of the success stories that had emerged from the bustling downtown businesses, and were intrigued. With the help of their new sophisticated Plasma Now Time software and their innovative design skills, they had a plan to map and visualize the relationships between the local companies. After weeks of work and many late nights, the website was finally complete and ready for the world to see. Little did they know the impact their website would have on the city of Providence. Sarah, Mark, and Rohan are website and multimedia designers located in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. One day, the trio decided to create a website that would show how the businesses in the area interacted and worked together in order to improve their performance. Sarah took the initiative to make the website even more special. After sipping drinks at Blake's Tavern on Washington Street one night, the trio achieved inspiration, dubbed the website Synchrony PVD, and revolutionized design, resources, and ingenuity. People from all over the world started to visit Synchrony PVD to get their website design work done, and it quickly grew in popularity. The founders of the company started to receive invitations to speak at conferences and symposiums all over the world. The three of them had created a true plasma now-time digital revolution with Synchrony PVD to help make the world a better place and promote the Providence Design District. The sun rose on the morning of their success, and for once, all three of them were filled with joy and optimism for the future. Together, they had brought a new light to the world, and it would never be the same for Rohan, Mark, and Sarah. The End Shop, local Rhode Island, Providence Arcade, America's oldest shopping mall, 1828. Escaping the Landscape, a cliff walk by A.B. Marcus. Now we are about to enter a new dimension of creativity and innovation where design becomes reality in Newport RI's Cliff Walk. Meet Patty, a Providence landscape designer with a vision that can never be contained. Step through the door and join Patty and her little dog, Toby, and their cliff walk journey of wonder and beauty. Patty is a creative and innovative landscaper who loves to bring her ideas to life. She has won several awards for her amazing work and was even featured in the Providence Design District magazine. Patty's work brings a unique and captivating atmosphere to this fantastical Narragansett Bay landscape. Experience the unrivaled beauty of Patty's work and explore the secrets that lie within Newport's Cliff Walk. Our Patty is a petite woman with long, wavy brown hair and deep brown eyes with a warm and friendly smile and an incredibly infectious laugh. Patty, a Johnson & Wales design graduate, has designed gardens for private homes, commercial buildings, and community parks. Her designs are both functional and aesthetically pleasing, with her signature being natural and organic elements that are both beautiful and practical. Patty takes pride in her work and loves to see the finished product when her plans are complete. She often takes Toby, her 4-year-old Chihuahua mix rescue, on the walk with her to provide a calming presence and to get a better look at the beautiful scenery in Newport's Cliff Walk. Back at her office on Westminster Street, next to the Providence Arcade, Patty got right to work on her Cliff Walk landscaping ideas. Patty is an amazing designer and her work is truly a masterpiece. She is an inspiration to others and a great example of how creativity and hard work can make all the difference. Her designs truly transform the landscape and bring beauty and joy to everyone who gets to experience them. The end. The Providence Design District, 132 members strong, free. Join today. Trio of fashion designers unite. By A.B. Marcus. Sarah, Melissa, and Luis were three friends who lived in Providence, Rhode Island, and had all recently graduated with degrees in fashion design. They had been talking for weeks about starting their own fashion design company, and finally, after months of planning, their dreams were about to come true. Sarah was the creative force behind the trio, Melissa was the marketing guru, and Luis was the numbers-savvy financial expert. Together, they had the perfect combination of skills to start their own business. They opened their design studio they named SML Fashions after their first initials. Their new office was at 123 Washington Street in the heart of downtown Providence, and their fashion design studio quickly became the talk of the town. People came from all over to their second-floor boutique to see their beautiful designs, and the trio was thrilled with the response. Soon, they began to receive requests from local boutiques and department stores to design custom pieces for them. Sarah, Melissa, and Luis took great pride in their work, and each piece was crafted with care and attention to detail. The trio quickly began to build a name for themselves in the fashion industry, and before long, their designs were featured in national magazines. It seemed like their dreams of success had finally become a reality. Today, Sarah, Melissa, and Luis are still designing beautiful clothing and accessories from their Washington Street studio in Providence. Their proud SML Fashions made a name for themselves in the fashion industry, and they continue to create pieces that are loved by people all over the world. The end. Small Point Cafe played no small part by A.B. Marcus. Small Point Cafe played no small part in that design day, like some strange mysterious force that seemed to be guiding their every move. They had no idea what they were getting themselves into, but they knew there was something wonderful about the Providence Design District. The three designers, Ashley, Teresa, and Jacqueline, were all excited to meet up at the Small Point Cafe on Westminster Street in downtown Providence. They had heard about the Providence Design District and thought it would be the perfect place to start a new business. The trio discussed their design skills and brainstormed ideas for their new venture over lattes and cappuccino and a single scone between them. Ashley was a fashion designer, Teresa an interior designer, and Jacqueline a web designer. They talked about the possibility of combining their skills to create a unique and dynamic design business. Teresa talked about the importance of creating a cohesive design aesthetic. She suggested they focus on a specific type of design that could be used in both fashion and interior design. Ashley and Jacqueline agreed and began to discuss the possibilities. Jacqueline suggested they create a website to showcase their work and make it easier for potential clients to find them. She also suggested they use social media to promote their business. The group brainstormed ideas for their business and eventually settled on a name, Small Point Design, named after the cafe where they came up with this amazing new triple threat design business. They decided it was the perfect name for their business because it was located in downtown Providence and represented their small business. The trio was excited about their new venture and couldn't wait to get started. They planned to visit the Brown, Johnson & Wales and RISD design libraries along with other downtown designers in the Providence Design District to find inspiration and ideas for their business. The three designers had a great time at the cafe and left feeling inspired and ready to take on the world of design. They knew that if they worked together, they could create something unique and special. With the help of their combined skills, Small Point Design was born, named after their favorite cafe in Down City. Their minds were bursting with ideas, and their hearts were filled with joy. They worked together every day and night to make something new, something that was out of sight. Their efforts paid off, and the world was astounded at the magnificent work of the three designers they founded. The world was a better place, and the three friends had a blast, thanks to the power of their creative partnership that would ever last. The end Providence was proud to have such talented women. Minnie and Mikey too. By A.B. Marcus, The Providence Design District Adventures. Marla and Ava had been friends since they were little, and they both shared a love of animals. They had both grown up with pets and were constantly talking about all the animals they had ever had. Marla decided to get a new puppy, and the very same day, Ava decided to get a puppy too. They both named their new puppies Minnie and Mikey. The two dogs became instant best friends, and Marla and Ava were delighted by their playful energy. Mikey and Minnie were always running around together, chasing each other and playing tag. Marla and Ava were happy just to sit and watch their furry friends having fun. One day Marla and Ava decided to take Mikey and Minnie to the park. As their pups Minnie and Mike played fetch, ran around and explored all the sights and smells. Marla shouted across the park to Ava, "I have a far better design for this park, you know. We need more space in the sun for the dogs to get exercise," and Ava yelled back. "And we could create a structure to keep the pups cool on hot sunny days." The two women found they shared a passion for design, and when they started to discuss their businesses, they discovered a new level of understanding and cooperation. Ava's architecture business was flourishing, but Marla's landscape design business was still struggling to gain a foothold in the competitive Providence market. As the two women talked, they decided to join forces and create a revolutionary new project, one that would revolutionize landscape and architecture forever. The project was centered in the heart of the Providence Design District. The perfect location for their businesses to collaborate and create something that would stand out from the rest. So they spent months designing and constructing their plans and project, and when it was complete, it was unlike anything the city had ever seen. The project combined Ava's ability to create stunning architectural designs with Marla's eye for detail in landscaping. A better dog park design with a new dog pavilion and exercise areas. The design featured lush gardens, unique pathways, and elegant outdoor seating areas. The combination of architecture and landscape design was a perfect match and created a one-of-a-kind experience. The project was a success, and soon Marla and Ava were in demand, with commissions coming in from all over the city. Word spread about their unique project, and soon people across the country were taking note. The two women had proven that when two creative minds come together, the possibilities are endless. The creative capital of New England was forever changed because of their collaboration, and the city of Providence was proud to have such talented women in its midst. Marla and Ava's project in the Providence Design District was a testament to the power of collaboration. Through their hard work and dedication, they created a masterpiece that would stand the test of time. Thanks to their puppy friendship of Minnie and Mikey, and their shared passion for design, Marla and Ava had created something truly spectacular in the Providence Design District. The End Jewelry Designer Smoke and Mirrors by A.B. Marcus. PVD Design District Stories. PVD jewelry designer Kelsey and her little Yorkie puppy had been working late in their office on Mathewson Street in downtown Providence, nestled in the heart of the Providence Design District. It was nearing midnight, and Kelsey was busy finishing her latest pieces for the world-famous Tchaikovsky jewelry brand. Suddenly, a loud alarm pierced the quiet of the night. Smoke was pouring out of the office, and the building was quickly engulfed in flames. Kelsey had to act quickly, so she grabbed her little dog Bee and ran out of the building. The two were safe, but Kelsey's entire office was gone. Everything she had worked on was destroyed in the fire. Fortunately, Kelsey was able to salvage her sketches and design plans, as well as her laptop, which contained all of her work. Kelsey was devastated by the fire, but she was determined to make the deadline for Tchaikovsky jewelry. With the help of her friends, she was able to recreate her pieces and met the deadline. Kelsey was grateful to have escaped the fire with Bee, and was also thankful for the help from her friends. She was back in business, and was now more determined than ever to keep creating beautiful jewelry. The End. A fashion design story from the Providence Design District by A.B. Marcus. Linda, Sharon, and Mary Ellen had been best friends since their freshman year at Rhode Island School of Design. Now, freshly graduated and armed with their degree in fashion design, they decided to open up their own office in the heart of the Providence Design District. The office, aptly located on Dorrance Street next to Providence City Hall, was the perfect place for them to start their dreams. The budding entrepreneurs worked long and hard, creating their own unique designs that would soon make waves in the fashion world. With the help of their parents, they were able to secure the necessary funding to get their business up and running. They quickly began to gain a reputation as the go-to fashion designers in the area, and soon their business was booming. As their business grew, they were able to hire more employees and expand their services. They also began to offer fashion design classes, which allowed them to help aspiring designers achieve their dreams of success. Today, Linda, Sharon, and Mary Ellen are considered the top fashion designers in Providence. Their success is a testament to their hard work and dedication, and they are an inspiration to many. The End A Design Story. By A.B. Marcus. Henry had been living in Down City for the past 3 years and had become well acquainted with the other design businesses in the Providence Design District. He had always been intrigued by the two designers who worked down the street on Washington Street, Kathy the web designer and Marianne the architect intern. Her office was on Waybosset Street, where the road bends near the arcade. Hank, as everyone liked to call him, had heard rumors that their work was impeccable, so he was excited to have the opportunity to collaborate with them on a brand new design project no one had heard of before. Today was the day he had been waiting for. Hank was meeting with Kathy and Marianne at the Wet Cheer Writers Club conference room on Westminster Street, smack dab in the center of the Providence Design District, to discuss the empty windows design project they were working on. Hank was nervous, but he was also eager to learn from the two talented designers. When he arrived, he was immediately taken with the atmosphere of the Providence Design District. Everywhere he looked, there were creative minds at work, and he felt inspired just by being there. He had never seen anything like it before. Kathy and Marianne welcomed him warmly and immediately got to work discussing the project. Hank was impressed with their knowledge and insight, and he could tell that the project was going to be something special. At the end of the meeting, Hank was filled with a sense of accomplishment. It was clear that together, the three of them could create something truly amazing in the Providence Design District. The End 2023 Design Stories. Downtown Providence, Rhode Island by A.B. Marcus, the creative capital of New England, was home to three great designers, each with their own zone. On Washington Street was a designer named Jean, on Westminster Street was a designer named Dean, and on Waybosset Street was a designer named N. They each had their own style and a design point of view. Jean was bold and daring, always pushing the trend. She'd come up with something new that no one could comprehend. Dean was classic and timeless, a master of grace. He'd come up with something exquisite, a sight to embrace. The third designer, N, was the one with the spark. She'd come up with something unique, a design in the dark. The three of them joined together to see what they could do, and they all came together to create something new. They blended their styles and all of their skills with a design that gave Providence people chills. The design was a masterpiece, like no one had seen. It was beautiful and perfect, a real work of dream. The three designers had made something so grand that their design skills were now in demand. The creative capital of now had something new, a design by three designers, each with their own view. Jean, Dean, and N designs had created something awe-inspiring, a true feat of creative courage, skill, and design engineering. The End, a new day for PVD designers by A.B. Marcus. Once there were Providence, Rhode Island designers, three who loved to create things that made others' eyes light up and sparkle with glee. They got up each morning and set coffee to perk, creating designs they knew would work. From their design studio, they crafted the best, from logos and websites to graphics that almost always impressed. Their ideas were so bold and their colors so bright, the city of Providence just couldn't help but take notice of their light. As their business grew, so did their fame. They knew that Providence was the perfect place for their design to reign. They inspired others with their ideas and creations, and soon their work was celebrated all around the nation. The point of the story is pretty clear: Providence designers make dreams come true here. The End, missing jewelry designer and spies by A.B. Marcus. It is said that the Providence Design District is home to some of the most talented jewelry designers in the world. From classic styles to modern and unique pieces. Since the 1880s, the jewelry district is a hub of creativity and artistry, along with spying, espionage, and missing designers, last seen on Newport's Cliff Walk with her faithful dog Louie. It was Monday morning, the start of a new week. Bethany arrived at her jewelry design studio in the heart of the Providence Design District with her trusty sidekick dog, Joey, in tow. She had heard rumors of a new jewelry designer, Joanne, and was eager to meet her. As Bethany made her way around the district, she noticed an odd tension in the air. "What's going on here?" Bethany asked one of her fellow designers. The designer shrugged. "I'm not sure. All I know is that Joanne, the new jewelry designer, went missing after a weekend on the Cliff Walk in Newport. No one's seen her since." Bethany's curiosity was piqued. She had to find out what happened. She set out to find clues. Everywhere she went, she heard whispers of espionage. She started asking around and soon discovered that Joanne had made some powerful enemies in the jewelry design industry. Bethany was determined to find out the truth. She tracked down Joanne's little dog, Louie, wandering along the cliff walk, dragging his leash behind him. Bethany followed the little brown and white terrier to a secluded spot on the cliff walk. In the distance, she could see Joanne, unharmed, but surrounded by a group of shady characters. Bethany quickly realized that the group was part of a jewelry design spy ring. Joanne had inadvertently stumbled upon their plans, and they were trying to keep her quiet. Bethany sprang into action and quickly got Joanne out of danger. She took her back to the design district, and the two quickly became friends. The jewelry design industry was a cutthroat business, but Bethany was determined to make sure that Joanne and her designs were safe. With the help of her new friend, Bethany was able to put an end to the jewelry design espionage ring and protect Joanne and her designs. The Providence Design District, The End. Once Upon a Time in Design. By A.B. Marcus. Once upon a time, in the salty inlet city of Providence, Rhode Island, a new design district was born. The Providence Design District was a hub of creativity, ingenuity, and innovation. The Providence Design District artists, architects, and designers from around the world flocked to the area, eager to explore the possibilities of the new district. The Providence Design District quickly became the go-to destination for those seeking to bring their ideas to life. It was a place where creative minds could come together and share their visions for the future. From the boldest fashion trends to the most cutting-edge technologies, the Design District was a place where anything was possible. The district soon became a hotbed for experimentation and collaboration. Designers, architects, and innovators from all walks of life worked side by side to create innovative solutions to the problems facing society. Whether it was developing green technology or creating sustainable structures, the Design District was a place where real progress could be made. As the years went by, the Design District grew in size and influence. It was a place where people from across the globe could come together to share their ideas and work together to create a better tomorrow. The Design District was a place of possibility, of ambition, and of progress, and it continues to be a beacon of hope for the future. The Providence Design District, The End. Storefront Light Turns Right. 3 Inspiring Women Designers Making a Difference in Providence, Rhode Island by A.B. Marcus. Yes. It was the beginning of a new era in the city. 3 fresh Providence College graduates stood looking at empty storefronts in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. As if frozen in time, it seemed like everything stopped. The 3 young women stood like statues in awe of the designs, the creativity and innovation they knew they could create here. Rachel, Sarah, and Julie had a passion for storefront beauty. These 3 women wanted to create something that would bring life back to the streets of downtown Providence, Rhode Island. Let's get back to the office to plan and brainstorm, Sarah said. We need to focus on creating visual designs that featured the famous tourist attractions in Rhode Island, she said on the way back to their walk up Westminster Street office. You know, Julie said, because of Amazon and online shopping these storefront will be empty for years. We definitely have to come up with something that will be creative and innovative. Rachel remarked. Once they got back to their new design office, the 3 designers started by researching the latest trends in storefront design, visiting other stores in the area, and talking to local business owners. They also attended workshops and seminars to learn more about the industry. After gathering all the information they needed, they began to sketch out their ideas and create a plan for their vacant storefront visual designs. Then the 3 designers worked together to create a modern, inviting, and unique storefront designs for empty storefronts. They used bright colors, interesting shapes, and unique materials to create a space that was inviting and eye-catching. They also incorporated elements of their own personal style into the design. They all knew it was the beginning of a new era in the city since the Providence Design District had been established, and Rachel, Sarah, and Julie knew they were graphic designers were at the forefront of this new movement. You see, these 3 women were friends since at RISD and Brown, and they decided to combine their expertise and create a web design and graphic design studio in downtown Providence. The Providence Design District. The End. Copyright 2023 Gracie Media. US Providence, Rhode Island. GracieProv@gmail.com